All right, so the EVGA Queue System is reopening, but with some massive changes. Whether they're good or bad, I'll let you guys decide at the end. I've got all the information, so make sure you watch all the way through the end. I'll get you everything you need to know, and we're gonna start right now. All right, so the queue is opening back up on January 12th of 2022. So what does that mean for everyone? Well, a lot of the things are staying the same, such as you have to have an EVGA account to sign up. You can only have 2 VGA notifications at one time, so you can sign up for just 2 graphics cards. However, you can sign up for power supplies and some other things that may be out of stock, things of that nature. You have to sign up in your own region, and then of course, once you get the email notification, once your name gets to the top of the list, then you will have 24 hours to click on the direct link and make the purchase of your graphics card. So what's changing? So you can only have 2 VGA notifications set up in your queue at any given time, and now you can only have 1 per class. So if you signed up for one 3080, that's it. You now have to sign up for either a 3070, possibly a 3080 Ti, 3090, etc. They haven't made a notification on there of whether or not that there's going to be a difference between 3080, 3080 Ti, 3070, 3070 Ti, etc. But I would think that those would be 2 different classes of GPU. So you're only going to get 1. You can't sign up for every 3080 or every 3080 Ti that's in the list. In addition, the thing that actually is going to determine your place in the queue now is your EVGA score. So no longer are they using date and time or first come first serve to get 30 series cards out to people. So we'll get into the EVGA score here in just a little bit, but it's EVGA score, then date and time as a tiebreaker. So if you tied and you have the same score, then how quickly you signed up in the queue will determine your place in the queue. And then the third thing that's going to prioritize or deprioritize you is whether or not you've already purchased a 30 series card from the EVGA.com store. Now, if you've already bought a 30 series card from the EVGA.com store, this will actually deprioritize you inside of that queue, and you'll have to wait until the other people in that tier have had a chance to purchase a 30 series card. Now, if you're still in the queue for the 2.0 queue, you do not have to re-sign up for the 3.0 queue. That is still being processed on a first come, first served basis. There's no real notification from EVGA yet on their website of whether or not Q 2.0 or Q 3.0 are going to take precedence over the other. So I don't have the answer to that, but maybe we can blow up their forums enough to where they can respond to it. Now, as with the last time they opened the queue, they are saying that it's best practice to go in and remove any inactive notifications. So if you remove any of your notifications now and you sign back up under the 3.0 when the queues open back up, you're now governed under the 3.0 rules and not the 2.0 rules. Whether or not that's a plus or a minus at this point, unfortunately, I can't tell you. Now, as with previous drops and queue openings, the EVGA Elite access is 24 hours in advance, but keep in mind you do not have to be an EVGA Elite member to get into the EVGA queue. All right, let's talk about the EVGA score. So what determines your score? Well, it's a couple of things, but namely, it's basically how much money you've spent in the past with EVGA. Now, higher priced graphics cards like the 3000 series, even the 2000 series cards will score you more points than the 10,000 series or the 1000 series, 1060, 1050, etc. So that will score you more, but also your power supply. So if you bought a 650 watt gold, it will be less points than a 750 watt gold, etc., etc. And all their products kind of have a tier list, and I'll leave a link to their site to the announcement where you can kind of read through everything. In addition, if you bought stuff from a third-party reseller, make sure you go register those products on EVGA's site because those will increase your score as long as they were sold or purchased through an authorized retailer. Now, the first EVGA score goes live on January 12th at 9 Pacific time, so you don't have a whole lot of time to actually go update. However, if you do go put in your stuff and it does count, then you will actually get that score when it refreshes on the 1st of every month. Keep in mind too, B-stock items or things purchased secondhand without an invoice won't count as there's not a verified purchase for them. So what do I think about the EVGA Queue 3.0? Well, I think it's actually really just skewed towards EVGA customers, especially those who have spent a lot of money with EVGA in the past, as well as, people that participate regularly in the forums, but mostly just people that spent a lot of money with EVGA in the past. Like I said previously, the one thing that determines your EVGA score the most is how much money you spent on their products before, and I can't necessarily blame them for rewarding their customers that have purchased high-end products from them before, but also it does kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth for people who may be new to PC gaming and haven't purchased EVGA products, or people that wanted to buy EVGA products but couldn't actually get their hands on them, etc. So yeah, it's a little selfish maybe on their part, but also I do like the fact that they're rewarding people that do show up in the community in their forums. Like I said, they purchased in the past, and they do actually have protections to keep people from just buying cards all the time. So, you know, if someone, even if they have been an EVGA product enthusiast and they've been purchasing a lot of products, they can't just keep buying cards, because once they purchase a card, it actually deprioritizes them and lets somebody else come up to get an actual card from EVGA that, you know, maybe they don't get in the shuffle or be able to camp out at Best Buy or MicroCenter, things of that nature. Now, what does it mean for the rest of us? Probably pain and frustration, the same things we've been dealing with for, what, 2 years now? So, you know, it's still, I don't know how it's going to play out between Q 2.0, the people that are still there, plus Q 3.0. It really looks like this is really EVGA trying to pander to their community. And once again, I can't fault them for that. These are the people that are loyal to EVGA and spend the most money on their products. And well, you know, that's how business works. We want to make sure that the products get in the hands of our customers and our highest paying customers. All right, so let me know your thoughts on the new queue system down below. Let me know if you're still in the old 2.0 queue system and still waiting for a card there, because I know from my previous videos, a lot of you guys are. And with the timing of this, do you think this is going to allow more 3050s to get in the hands of gamers if they actually want the 3050? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Make sure that everyone gets the news on the new queue system, since now that doesn't affect your position any. There's no need to not share. And if you're just going to use integrated graphics until you can get into the new queue system, check out my coverage of the 5600G here. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next video.